So let's talk about what's going on in New York. What is up, Wolverines, and welcome back to the channel. As you can see, I'm not in my home studio. I am in my Delaware residence. I love Delaware because there's no sales tax. Okay, if you don't know who I am, my name is John Crump. I'm an investigative journalist, and I write about 2A issues. If you can do me a huge favor, and I would love you very much if you do, please leave me a comment, like the video, and share it to everyone else, and be sure to subscribe. New York Governor Kathy Hochul was talking to President Biden and Gary Rossellano of everyone's favorite agency, the ATF. And they were talking about things that can be done to prevent what happened in Buffalo. And this is some stuff that the governor laid down that they are looking into, and they're going to try to pass legislation on. Some of the stuff is wishful thinking, other stuff is definitely coming. The first thing, and you might have heard this in the news, is raising the age to buy certain firearms from 18 to 21. That is definitely going to happen, and that is definitely going to be proposed. Another thing that they were talking about is modifying the SAFE Act. The SAFE Act is New York's anti-gun, unconstitutional gun law that banned a bunch of AR-15s and stuff like that. They want to rebuild it and redo it to ban even more AR-15s. And they're even talking about not having a grandfather clause. Although that's not decided yet, I will put that out there right now. That is 100% not decided. But they were talking about if they didn't do a grandfather clause, if they could tell people that they had to sell their firearms out of state or do some type of state buyback of the AR-15, which is not really a buyback because I don't think New York ever owned those AR-15s. The buyback is just a way that the anti-gunners can try to push this thing that, we are taking it back. It originally was ours. And here's the thing. I think they actually do believe that it originally was theirs. And I'm not talking about the AR-15. I'm talking about the right to self-defense. I think Dems think that the right to self-defense is something that the government can take away and give. But the framers of the Constitution didn't see it that way. The framers of the Constitution enumerated the human rights that we already have from God, nature, whatever you want to believe. But they enumerated those rights. They didn't believe that they're giving you those rights. As I always say, the Constitution is a document of negative liberty. The negative liberty to the federal government. It takes away the power of the federal government to infringe on your natural rights, which says that they're from God, the creator, whatever. I don't think people get that. When people talk about Second Amendment rights, they're actually talking about gun rights. The Second Amendment is a restriction on the government. It's not a restriction on you, and it's not a right that you have through the Second Amendment. You have always had that right. All the Second Amendment does, it acknowledges that you have that right, and the government cannot interfere with that right. All right. That is it. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Remember, stay ever free, stay ever vigilant, keep in the fight. I love every single one of you with all my hearts, and enjoy your weekend, cook out, whatever you want to do. And yeah, Wolverines, motherfucker.